In this little snippet, I want to just cover a basic troubleshooting procedure. If you've seen something on an error report, or you believe or think maybe your door sensor, motion sensor, sliding door sensor, light switch isn't communicating with your thermostat, what you're going to want to do now is get into the main thermostat menu by once again hitting the 3 bottom buttons and the up arrow at the same time. And now that you're in the thermostat menu, one of the first things you want to check whenever you go into the room is go into Diagnostic Test number 3 and hit Select. I'm going to come down once I'm in that menu to number 5, Network State. And then right now is going to verify for me if in fact the room number is correct, 1215, that I'm not in room 1516 and the thermostat says 1215. That would explain my issue, that anything that's been programmed to this thermostat stays with it. So swapping thermostats around room to room without changing the appropriate radios with them is a number one indicator or a major problem that'll happen for which will show up as a chronic device issues not communicating. So if I am in room 1215 right now, so far so good, room 1215, I want to verify that, if this is an HVAC related call, is my type right? Do I have a heat pump application? And am I in the wrong setting, in which maybe it's enabled for the valve to change on heat or cool, or I got it set for a 1 heat 1 cool by accident and I'm not getting the performance that I need. Also, are my fan settings proper for the fan speeds based on what the thermostat backplate is wired for? So you need to make sure that we didn't enable 3-speed fan and we only have single speed fan wired. Also, what you're going to want to show or take a look at it and verify here now is you see the M1 is meaning there's one motion sensor now that's tied to this. If we had a door contact, it would show up here. Sliding door contacts do not show up on the sensor count on the thermostat. Also, you want to verify your RAN, your room area network communication shows as a 2. If this number was a 0, we'd have a different issue. But in this case, it's a 2. So right now, for purposes 1215 is proper, our type and fan speeds are proper, and we see that our room area network is communicating. So now I'm going to hit the bottom left button, exit. I'm going to hit that twice now to get back to, or I should say once to this menu here where it says Live Diagnostics. And now, once I'm in Live Diagnostics, I want to just go ahead and test and verify that the sensors that I have in the room are communicating. So as I've shown in a previous video under programming, what we're going to go do here, in this case, this is a sliding door sensor and it's emulating a door close as it sits like this. When the magnet and the sensor are separated, what we're going to see is emulating a sliding door open event, which we all know now is a number 106. So that tells me now that this slider door is talking to the thermostat. And if I were to go and close the door or put the magnet back up against the sensor, it now registers a 105H, which is now a sliding door closed event. So right now I've just verified that my sliding door sensor is programmed to the thermostat and is functioning properly. So now I also want to then see is what my motion sensor that's here is that you'll have to wait for a motion sensor hit to come up. Now, the way to understand the way the motion sensors work, a motion sensor comes on every minute or so and goes back to sleep, wakes up, comes back, wakes up, and wait to prolong battery life. And what you're going to be looking for is that, in fact, do you have a 102 or a motion sensor hit that's come up? And so if you're in the room working, oftentimes you'll have to wait a second for the motion sensor to come up or to be able to register some type of event. And then as you see right now, we just got a 102H. So we were talking there for approximately 20 or 30 seconds, and that motion sensor now just registered and once again provided its latest battery level here to verify, in fact, that these sensors are now programmed. And this is the first verification that the thermostat's programmed right, the profiles are right, the devices are programmed to it. And so if there was any issue, we're just verifying, in fact, that that these things are in good working order.